Right, it's the next day. I've done 2 coats of varnish on my bits of wood, 2 coats of spray varnish, and they're looking better already. Absolutely fantastic. So I'll just show you what the next stage is for the following day. So after applying 2 coats of spray varnish, I let it dry overnight. So not quite 24 hours, but I let it dry overnight and all day today. And what I've got here is a 1200 grit sandpaper. So it's very fine stuff, very fine. You're almost just rubbing cardboard on it. So all we want to do, and I can't do it with one hand. All you want to do is give it a light sanding to sort of take. You want to take the sheen off of it, I would say. Just a light sanding down, and then get a little bit of water on a tea towel or something, just to ever so slightly damp, just to wash away any of the dust you've created by sanding. And then do the old, gentle hairdryer or heat gun just to make sure it's all dry. And then I would put 2 more coats. Well, I'm going to put 2 more coats of varnish on tonight, and we'll see what that looks like tomorrow. Now, don't worry too much when you put the varnish on if it suddenly looks a bit cloudy and a bit white, because I've noticed that once it's sort of settles, it then starts to dry. Hello, Smudge. Hello. It then starts to dry and reveal the colour of the wood. So don't panic too much if it suddenly goes a bit white on the second coat or something. I don't know what's going on with this piece of wood. It's a bit of a shame, but hopefully when it's fitted to the car, that bit will be a bit hidden. Same as that bit down there, should be hidden by the trim. So yes, this is now the 4th coat of varnish. I did 2 yesterday, sanded it, and I've done 2 today. And we'll do some more tomorrow. See? The white's all gone now. And you've got the lovely colour of the wood underneath. That's going to look fantastic on the car. Now let that dry overnight. And then tomorrow we can give it another sand. And 2 more coats of varnish. And we'll see what the finish is like. I'm hoping to get, almost a glass-like finish over it. Excuse me, I just burped. Yeah, we'll try 2 more coats tomorrow and see what we think. Maybe more coats. I don't know. There's plenty in the can. It's the final rub down. So this is 6 coats of spray varnish. So I did 2 coats, let it dry overnight, sanded it with 1200 grit sandpaper, just to take the sort of sheen off it. Put 2 more coats on, let that dry overnight, give it another rub down with the sandpaper, and I give another 2 coats. And then I left this for 2 nights. So it had a good time to harden and sort of sink into the grain. So there's a few sort of, mainly at the edge, a few mottly bits. Can't really see very well with this forward-facing camera. But the plan is to give it another rub down with the sandpaper, and hopefully, for me, this is going to be the final 2 coats. So that will be 8 coats in total. If you're, sort of not happy with 8 coats, leave it another couple of days, give it another sand down, and give it another couple of coats. So it's got 10 bloody coats on it. Anything so it looks good. I mean, to me, that is acceptable as it is. You know, a little polish on that, and that'll be great. But I'm going to do 2 more coats, and we'll see how that comes out. See you tomorrow. We've got wood, ladies and gentlemen. Wood. Check this out. I have put one of the bits of wood back in, minus the chrome trim. So the chrome trim will sit here, I think, so you won't see any of that bottom part. And look at that. I mean, I looked at this bit of wood here, and I was like, oh, that wood's okay. That doesn't need revarnishing. Well, it blooming does. You look at it compared to that. There's no shine to this compared to that. I mean, that is fantastic. So the plan is, I mean, that's 8 coats of spray varnish on here. It's been left for 2 days to harden, and I'm going to leave it now. I fitted it. I'm going to leave it for a couple of weeks, and then I can get some compound on this like you would on your paintwork to give a really nice polish, and it will look like glass, you know, and we can give that a good polish after a couple of weeks once all the varnish is properly sunk into the wood and hardened, and buff it up, give it some wax to protect it. Just car paint wax. You know, I use Far Cells? Far Killers, or whatever it's called. I can never pronounce it. Top coat wax. I'll put some of that on there to protect it from the weather and stuff. And that'll be beautiful. That'll be just as shiny as the paintwork. Not that the paintwork's shiny on the exterior, but these bits are shiny where I polish those. And yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to whip this bit off now and varnish that to match. Here's the passenger's part that I haven't put back in. As you can see, it's a lovely colour and a lovely finish, you know, lovely and shiny. You look at it, you know, look at it compared to the dashboard now. The difference. Look at the door cappings. All the door cappings will look like this one day when I've got round to it. Be lovely. And it's all held on with one screw up there. So hopefully I'll do another video when I've done some more wood, but hopefully just these 2 videos is a good starting platform for you guys to sort of have a go yourself. I definitely recommend practicing on these bits first, because they're only held on with one screw up there once you've got this epoxy chrome trim out of the way. And if you do bugger it up, you know, it's not a noticeable piece. So, you know, when the door's shut, you can't see it. So definitely practice on those pieces. And I think that's come out so well. I'm really pleased. So glove box door is next. And I'm going to look at doing this now, because that looks lame. And then that'll all look really lovely on the dashboard. And then at some point I can get these cappings off and do those. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.